This is the AEW Collision March 1st, 2025 full show results video which takes place at Oakland Arena in Oakland, California. Julia Hart and Brody King are backstage as Okada walks in. He and Brody King go face to face as Brody barks at Okada, who then shines up the belt and feels like AEW planting seeds for King to challenge Okada for the AEW Continental Championship. The show started with a match between Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong vs FTR. Dax Harwood had the win on a piledriver to O'Reilly and the referee counted 3, however, he missed O'Reilly putting his foot on the ropes to break the pin. Harwood wasn't satisfied with winning like that, so he demanded that the match be restarted. The referee obliged and the action continued for about 10 more minutes with slick tag team tactics. Strong broke the pin to save O'Reilly on a spike piledriver. O'Reilly kicked out of a powerplex, then FTR set up the shatter machine. Strong blindsided Harwood with a jumping knee, and O'Reilly escaped Cash Wheeler's grip. The Undisputed Kingdom executed the high-low combo finisher on Wheeler to win the match by pinfall. After the match, the Kingdom offered a handshake of respect and FTR turned their backs and walked out. Willow Nightingale cuts a video promo and she tells she is not afraid to use her power, as she showed on Marina Shaffer. The next match happened between Wheeler Yuta vs Willie Mack. Chocolate Caliente started slow, then he picked up the groove for a standing moonsault. That wasn't enough to keep Yuta down. Mack went to finish with a stunner. Yuta shed off the move to run the ropes for a Buseku knee to defeat Willie Mack by pinfall. Jon Moxley came to the ring to teach his protege a lesson about finishing the job. Yuta will wrestle Adam Copeland on Dynamite. Moxley's orders are to make sure Cope doesn't leave the ring under his own power. Moxley held up Mack, and Yuta clocked him with the world title briefcase. Billy Starkz returned the TBS Championship to Mercedes with a message that Momo Watanabe will take the title at Revolution and then threw tea in the CEO's face. Toni Storm was bedridden with a neck brace after last week's attack from Mariah May. Storm's promo gave the rules for the Hollywood ending match at Revolution. No disqualifications, no countouts, no rope breaks, no holds barred, falls count anywhere. Storm removed her brace with threats that Mariah will meet God. The next match happened between Swerve Strickland vs Clark Connors. Swerve was ruthless, attacking the left arm, and Prince Nana exclaimed that he most dangerous man was back. Connors is tough, so he put up a fight and speared Swerve, then Swerve regrouped to win the match by house call kick. We then go to a video package with Hurt Syndicate and the Outrunners backstage at Dynamite on how MVP tells the Outrunners they get their tag title shot at Revolution. Back from the break, Harley Cameron joins the commentary team and she says she is stopping by, as we get a recap of her win against Deonna Purrazzo on Dynamite. Harley says that she didn't call it and Nigel says he was not there so he could not call the show. Harley says she wants to name her finishing move and tells Toni and Nigel, her finishing move is called my finishing move, and she calls Toni a genius. We go backstage with Alicia Atout and the Costco guys. Big Boom AJ is eating a cookie and Johnny TV comes in and challenges them to a 6-man tag at Revolution. TV says he has MXM as his partners, then Johnny TV slaps the cookie out of Big Boom AJ's hand. Then Lee Moriarty and the Infantry defeated Nick Ruiz, Vinny Massaro, and Dave Dutra in a squash match. The next match happened between Daniel Garcia vs Adam Cole for the TNT Championship. We see Garcia has Cole in the corner and punches him, but Cole fights out of it and kicks Garcia and then drops him with a backstabber. Then Cole goes to the floor as Cole is set up on a chair by the barricade, then Garcia runs at Cole and connects with a big boot to the face. Cole is up on the top, attempting a Panama Sunrise, but Garcia leaps up as Cole hits Garcia in the back. Garcia headbutts Cole and then superplexes him off the top, then Garcia holds on and then piledrives Cole. Garcia covers Cole, but he kicks out at 2. Both men go face to face, exchanging blows. It is announced that 5 minutes are remaining in the Infantry and Lee Moriarty run in and stomp on Cole and Garcia to throw out the match. Daddy Magic gets up from the commentary table as Shane Taylor hits Daddy Magic from behind. Shane hits the ring as Cole is taken out, then Moriarty puts Garcia in a chokehold to end the segment. Back from the break, we go backstage with Big Boom AJ and Big Justice found Orange Cassidy, and then Mark Briscoe comes in to be the third guy for the Johnny TV vs MXM and Johnny TV at Revolution. The next match happened between Queen Aminata vs Julia Hart. Hart puts Aminata in a headlock, as Aminata reverses it and applies a headlock on Hart, but Hart breaks out of the hold, as both women lock up. Both women exchange blows and Aminata staggers as Hart rolls her up for only a 2 count. Hart charges at Aminata and connects with a double axe handle, then Hart covers Aminata for only a 2 count. Hart grabs Aminata's left arm and then locks in the Heartless Lock on Aminata in the center of the ring. Aminata then rolls up Hart for only a 2 count, then Hart is up on the top rope and comes down on her feet as Aminata rolls out of the way. In the end, Aminata connects with a big headbutt and then runs the ropes and kicks Hart and covers her, and defeated Julia Hart by pinfall. After the match, Brody King comes in to check on Hart. From behind, Okada come in from behind and hits Brody in the back of head with the international title belt. From his home in Winnipeg, Kenny Omega spoke about the match against Konosuke Takeshita for the AEW International Championship at Revolution. Even though the gloating from Don Callis got on Omega's nerves, this won't be revenge. It is about being the best to hold the belt, and if Takeshita wins for the 3rd time, then maybe it will be time for Omega to admit that his peak form is gone. In the time away, Omega honed his weaknesses into strengths. No baggage and his focus is on the title. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Powerhouse Will Hobbs and Bandito versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. Hobbs sends Keith to the mat and then picks him and holds him up. Bandito comes in and then holds up Keith, as Hobbs then grabs Keith and drops him. Bill calls for the 5 paces, then Bill charges at Bandito, but Bandito leaps over the ropes, as Keith kicks Bandito, sending him to the floor. Bill then runs and kicks Hobbs, sending him to the floor. Keith is up on the top rope as Hobbs then leaps up and drops Keith with a twisting slam. Hobbs covers Keith, but Bill breaks up the hold. Bandito is in. As Bill goes to chokeslam Bandito, Hobbs hits Bill with a shoulder tackle, taking him out of the ring. Bandito and Keith double drop kick each other, as they both rolls to the floor. Bandito makes it back on the apron, as Hobbs sends Bill to the floor. Bandito is up on the shoulder of Hobbs and then hits Bill with a moonsault on the floor. In the end, Keith hits Hobbs and tries to pin him, but Hobbs kicks out and then kicks Keith and picks him up for a big sidewalk slam and covers Keith to get the pin, and won the match by pinfall. Powerhouse Will Hobbs and Bandito celebrates, and the show goes off the air. Out of scale 1 to 10, how much you would rate this week's AEW Collision show? Are you excited for the AEW Revolution? Let me know in the comments section. If you're new to this channel, then please subscribe the channel because this gives me a lot of motivation and energy to create the content continuously. This was a great weekend for the wrestling fans because we have seen 2 shows back to back, and the biggest shocker in the history of pro wrestling, which is John Cena's heel turn. I hope you like both show, so please like both video, share it, and thanks for watching.